And the Northeast Development Commission has released 200,000 bags of rice for victims of flood in the Northeast states. Managing Director of the Commission, Mohammed Alkali, says the move is to cushion the effect of the flood devastation on victims. He said due to the current massive flooding in Maiduguri caused by the breakdown of Alo Dam, greater percentage of the allocation would go to Borno State. Other items include 150 cartons of pasta, 250,000 gallons of oil, mats, blankets, mosquito nets, and clothing materials.
We have identified the 18 state districts, and we have equally or in equity proportion allocated to each state districts what we shared. Wherever you go, either the bridge has collapsed, road washed out, or flood, the person you see is human beings struggling to find their feet. At that point, they are not even concerned about what happened, just to have some level of comfort immediately.
TVC News senior reporter Jesse Tafida is standing by to bring us an update on the situation at the moment. Jesse, it's been 4 whole days of this flood incident. Bring us up to speed of life in Maiduguri in the face of this devastation.
Thank you very much, Abosede. It's the 4th day, as you said. A lot of people have continued to come out of their homes, so there were stuck since the day of the flood. You know, a lot of time people are very, very note of this. So that is why such a rescue operations continue. And since yesterday till today, a lot of people have been found. And then the camps, as you've seen, continue to be overcrowded because these people are being found. What the government is doing now is to give immediate intervention, immediate relief. What is that? Food, water, and then healthcare needs. Because there are healthcare concerns in the camps, because the camps are recording an influx of people. What Governor Zulum and the National Emergency Management Agency is doing is to provide food for these people because these people are hungry. This morning, the governor was out again sharing food to those that are still in their homes that couldn't find their ways to the IDP camps. He continues to share food for them. And those in the camp, there are designated kitchens that the state government have placed to cook for these IDPs. And then the state government have continued to receive donations from well-to-do individuals, from Nigerians, from governors. We could recall that yesterday, the governor of Adamawa, Ahmadu Umar Fintiri, donated the sum of 50 million naira to the government. Federal lawmaker representing Biu Kwayakusar Shani also gave 100 million naira. And the former governor of Borno State, Senator Alimadu Sheli, also gave the sum of 100 million naira. And today the governor received the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister for Economy and also the National Security Advisor. They are here. They're already out to see what is happening. Are people still safe? What about the homes that are still in water, shops, hospitals, and markets? This is the situation right now. But development partners are so much concerned about the healthcare needs of the people because the camp is congested. You know, it's the rainy season and there are possibilities of cholera outbreak and other diseases. And that is why we could see the WHO, the UNICEF, and other development partners try to take stations, mobile clinics in the camps to ensure that this is being taken care of at the moment.
All right, but from what you can see, Jesse, does it appear the waters are beginning to recede?
Drastically, the water are receding. There are areas whereby the waters are still there since Tuesday, but today we could see them coming out. It means that the water is receding. And from what we are getting from the Chad Basin administration, they're telling us that the waters in the dam are already coming down low and it's not flowing into the state capital. And the waters that are in the state capital are now receding. And that is why people can now have access to the camps because their houses are submerged. So that is why we continue to see people coming out to the camps in search for safety, in search for food from the government. And we hear from the Borno state government that this is overwhelming. They can't do this alone, and they're soliciting for support from development partners and the federal government.
Help is very much needed. Thank you very much, Jesse, for that update for us in Maiduguri, Borno State. Well, still talking about that flood, the governor of Cross River State, Basi Otu, has expressed his deepest condolences to the victims of the recent flood disaster in Maiduguri. The governor, in a statement by his chief press secretary, NSA Gill, said he's committed to providing support, recognizing the importance of unity in times of crisis. He commended the federal government's prompt response and urged the Borno state government to join forces in implementing long-term strategies to prevent future disasters. Governor Oti empathizes with the affected families and communities, understanding the pain and trauma caused by the disaster. Now, the chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Federal Capital Territory, Mukhtar Betara, has donated the sum of 100 million naira to support the victims of Maiduguri flood. Mr. Betara, who represents Bayo, Shani, and Kwaya Kusara Federal Constituency of Borno State, made the donation to Governor Babagana Zulum during an on-the-spot assessment of the flood disaster on Thursday. While expressing grief over the death and displacement of thousands of Maiduguri residents, Mr. Betara commended the prompt intervention of Governor Zulum towards cushioning the effects of the disaster. He expressed solidarity with the victims and assured that necessary intervention will be provided through relevant institutions with a view to ensuring their rehabilitation. To other stories, Nigeria's Electricity Regulatory Commission has advised the Nigeria Bulk Electricity Trading Company Limited to represent their proposition for license renewal. At a public hearing for the application for the renewal of bulk electricity purchase and resale license, the Commission describes NBET as having failed in the fulfillment of its mandate. TVC News' Jokia Disa reports.
The Nigerian Bulk Electricity Trading Company is one of the licensees of the NERC. NBET's running license expires in November, and the regulator has commenced the stakeholder engagement on the application for its renewal. NBET is wholly owned by the federal government as part of a roadmap for the power sector reform towards the full implementation of the Electricity Power Sector Reform Act. This engagement with key actors provides an opportunity for NBET to detail its plan of actions to make the needed impact, especially in an evolving power sector. For more than 2 hours, the company tried effortlessly to convince the Commission and the gathering of the need to support its clamor for a 5-year license renewal. It says liquidity has been a challenge.
NBET requires a 5-year license to play the roles envisaged in the bilateral order for managing the active PPAs, managing the residual power, and NBET implementing measures to improve the market.
But as much as it tried, the Commission did not appear convinced. At the end of the session, the Commission says while the 21st November date gets nearer, NBET will be given another lifeline to defend its application.
Did you call in 10 years? None. You couldn't call any. When people, discos didn't pay you, you couldn't call those guarantees.
And if today NBET is actually providing that back, that security for the industry, probably we won't be talking about liquidity. Yep. So NBET has failed in providing that safety net for GENCOs to trade with.
You said that the market is not right for bilateral contracting, but if not bilateral contracting, what next?
Leading players in the sector share the concerns by the regulator, even as they seek an indefinite license for NBET. As the dynamics of the power sector continues to change, the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission and other leading actors at this exercise advise that NBET must have to change with the times if it is desirous to continue to be a leading actor in the Nigerian electricity supply chain. Jokia Disa, TVC News, Abuja.
Thanks for staying with us. The Academic Staff Union of Universities, Federal University of Agriculture, Maiduguri, has raised concern over what is called targeted victimization of members in various universities across Nigeria. The chairman of ASUFWAM, Paul Aya, while briefing journalists in Maiduguri, said the trend has threatened the integrity of the nation's higher education system. The union leader said in recent months, ASU has witnessed a surge in incidents where university management have systematically persecuted academic staff members who advocate better conditions in Nigerian universities. Ms. Tanya noted that lecturers at the affected institutions have faced various forms of punishment, with some suspended or summarily dismissed without adherence to due process.
ASU Forum call on both federal and state governments, as well as university administrations, to immediately hit all victimization efforts and work towards building a peaceful and supportive academic environment. The union is steadfast in its commitment to safeguarding the right of its members and maintains Nigerian University as a shining example of intellectual freedom and advancement.
If you recall, we had a running battle at a point in time in our history with University of Ilorin over sacked colleagues there. We even went on strikes to reinstate those people. Ultimately, the Supreme Court decided that matter. And right now, with particular reference to Kogi State University, we're in court with the university and the state government. The matter is at the level of the appellate court now. We're very hopeful that we'll get a fair judgment.
Now to politics. Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Omoeno, has advised candidates of the PDP in local council elections to focus on issue-based campaigns and not defamation. He made the call at the presentation of flags to candidates and the official launch of campaigns in the state. TVC News' Miriam Daniels reports.
This is in preparation for local council elections slated for October the 5th, 2024 in the state. The governor stated that his administration has laid a solid foundation for rural development, hence the need for the candidates to rely on such sterling performance and stay on issues-focused campaigns and not engage in falsehood and character assassination.
There is no local government in this state that their rights agenda have not touched. You can count them, you know them, and there are things for you to be proud of. Starting from the roads to schools, to hospitals, to compassionate homes, there are many more things, to food supply, to supporting small, medium enterprises, to supporting our market women, to supporting our youth in agriculture. This administration have shown forthrightness.
The Deputy Governor, Akon Eyaranyi, commended the governor and the party for a gender-friendly policy and promised the women's continuous support for the administration.
In all categories of the party structure, women have their 40%. Thank you.
Other stakeholders say they are prepared for a landslide victory come October the 5th.
The party is prepared. The party is ready. I will go and will win 100% as usual because we are doing our work well.
Your Excellency, you are a pace setter. You are a man of peace. Your reign has brought peace to Akwa Ibom State. The political activities of this period have recorded no violence.
We will campaign based on issues. Your Excellency, we will campaign based on the sterling performance of the arrest government of Pastor Moba Seno,
while also committing to peaceful elections in the state. Local council area is said to be the closest to the people. It is hoped that the elections will see the emergence of credible candidates to bring the anticipated grassroots developments to the state. Miriam Daniels, TVC News, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.